Hello, this is Constance Johnson. I'm at the Unitarian Universal Church out on Route 97. I'm standing here with Mr. Bill Damasio, a man who came from Philadelphia. He is with the Prison Society. Could you tell us a little about what the Prison Society is and what they do?
Sure. The Prison Society is 212 years old, and we are a prisoner advocacy organization established right after the Revolutionary War. We advocate for just, humane, and restorative correctional practices throughout the Commonwealth. And we have a really unique franchise for the state legislature, which enables our members to be considered official visitors, so they have access to all of the state and county prisons every day of the week. So they can go in and out and talk to prisoners, find out how they're doing. And when they're having difficulties, they can intercede with with people who run the prisons, warden, superintendents, correctional officers.
Now, a lot of people, even I myself, have been in prison before, and it was me, in a recent story that we've been covering about Crawford County Correctional Facility. A lot of people down in Crawford County and other small towns are under the misconception of Prison Society that they are there to try to make COs or lieutenants or wardens' lives miserable. And as you said, they're there for humane treatment, for to improve situations that are going on in different places. You guys aren't actually there to make anyone's life miserable. You're there to make people's lives better. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely. That's absolutely what we try to do. In fact, one of the things we try to do with our official visitors is to establish good professional working relationships with the people who run the prisons, because if we can do that, we tend to be able to make things better. We get problems resolved, and that's all we're interested in. We're not interested in embarrassing people or getting people fired or anything of the sort. But there are times when there's a bit of an adversarial butting of heads, I guess. It does happen, but that's not the way we prefer to do things.
Well,
let me just say, we do appreciate the kind of difficulties that a lot of these people who work in the prisons are confronted with on a daily basis, and so we're sensitive to that too.
Yeah, and I can agree with that, because although I won't say my sister's name, my sister is a state corrections officer in one of the facilities in the area, and it's almost as hard on them as it is on anyone else, because they're there because they obviously need the job. With the recession today, everyone needs their job, and everyone is under some sort of rule of thumb, so to speak. I did have another question for you. Oh, in Philadelphia. Now, this organization that comes out of Philadelphia, this is mostly, would you say that it started in Philadelphia and then just kind of sprouted out across Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
But do you have other states also, and that participate in the Prison Society one way, one fashion or another? Like, are there people in Texas, under the same awareness that you guys are? Do you have members that are you just for PA or?
We are a statewide organization that started in Philadelphia. There are organizations similar, but that do not have the kind of franchise that we have from the state legislature all over the country. There are many, many of these organizations that would love to have the level of access that we have in Pennsylvania, but they don't. That's unfortunate, and I would love nothing better than to go out and try and make this a national organization, but we'd have to go to every state and try to get every state legislature to agree to let people inside the prisons. Go to a state like California, the biggest lobbying organization in California is the Correctional Officers Association. And what they do is spend millions of dollars every year to lobby for tougher penalties and keeping people out. The walls are there to keep people in, but they're also there to keep other people out. So they don't always appreciate us coming in and questioning what they do. And one thing I said when I was talking earlier about the role of Prison Society and the visitation work that we do, we also do a lot of work in the policy arena, trying to affect the policies the state adopts. And in fact, last year we did have some successes, although then we had a police shooting. We get set back. It's so easily for us to get set back.
So, in your opinion, what would a person have to do to become a member of the Prison Society?
Sign up.
Just sign up.
We have chapters. We have 46 chapters in the state, and as I told the people here this evening, who are, they're so frustrated because they see the things that are going wrong, and they say, why can't we get these things changed? And there's an awful lot of political pressure to keep them a certain way. Okay, the only way that'll ever change is if more people get involved, get interested enough to go out and talk to people and say things, and so we certainly want people to join our organization and to let people on the prison board. They have prison boards in every county, and state prison administrators, let them know that there are people outside who are really concerned about what they're doing.
And another thing I wanted to specify too, because I'm brand new at this. The situation that's happened to me has really forced me into being more active in the Prison Society. I met the Prison Society through Mr. Sam Bird. He's down in the Meadville chapter, and I think that a lot of people would love to join. A lot of people, they just weren't aware. Half the people that I spoke to were either not aware or never heard of the Prison Society. So I've taken it pretty much upon myself to get the word out there, get Prison Society's name out there, and not to give up. And just like Mr. Damasio said, it's very easy. All you need to do is join.
It's Paul Williams with Ripping Tattoo Studio, Erie's finest tattoo shop. You just watched a Christian Lestat production.